Approach, prisoner. Show yourself, child.
Hi folks, and welcome to Dune Awakening. So this is a special preview version of the game. It's still very much a beta version of the game, but it's a preview that Funcom have allowed certain press and content creators access to. They have a little checkout of the game before it goes live. And I am lucky enough to be one of those creators that have got access to it, so big shout out, thank you to Funcom for giving me the key and the access to this here. So as we can see here, this is the character creating screen. We've had access to the character creation section of the game for some time now that is available on Steam, and if you've had a look at it, it is very extensive. I'm not going to waste time going through and setting up a complete character. This is a preview after all. We just want to get onto the gameplay. So I'm just going to take that character who's right there and I'm going to accept that character. So but you can see you've got all the different options here for the sort of body option. Then we've got face option, types, details, nose details, mouth details, hair, eyebrows, beard, tattoos, even the age of your tattoos. Eye makeup, lipstick style, and back to the standard one. Okay, so finish character. Right, character name. Go with the good old Angar. Unlock research menu. So let's do that. Confirm character. Yes.
Have they told you what I am? Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where the machine world, they skirt dangerously close to breaking the prescriptions of the Butlerian Jihad.
Oh, well,
the order of the Imperium is rooted
was where
in the
you came from.
A place for every
right,
man,
so this is
every man in his place.
Where is your place? This is what kind of person you were. This basically gives you different dialogue options. So, bondsman, educated caste that serves the great houses and administers imperial bureaucracy. Bondsmen are known casually as the citizen class. Na familia, the caste reserved for essential members of a noble household or retinue. Na familia are afforded certain privileges and protections by their status. Or peon, the vast peasant labour force that drives the imperial engine. Peons are bound to the fief in which they live and are considered the property of the lord. That's kind of the lowest level. Let's go with bondsman.
There is always work to be done. And millions like you to do it. You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
So this is the starting class. There are 4 starting classes. You can learn all this inside the game, so it's not a massive issue if you pick the wrong one. But we've got Swordmaster with his starting ability Knee Charge. Propel yourself forward into the battle with a terrific knee charge into the enemy. The Ben Gesserit Acolyte, which is a starting ability of the voice Compel. Use the voice to force someone towards your position from afar. A Mentat has got the starting ability the Sentinel. Deploy a suppressor buoyed dart projector that uses motion detection to cover a field of fire. That seems to be a very much of an additional ability to help other people. And finally we've got Trooper. The starting ability is the Shigawire Claw. Shoot a barb that attaches to a surface, then rapidly pulls you towards that position. I am going to start with the Trooper.
A house soldier? Retired with full honors, or a missing limb? The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
So this basically allows you to go back and change anything that you've already set. So I've picked IX by mistake as where I came from. I don't think that has an awful lot of effect to the gameplay, but we'll just go with that. I have spoken the truth.
Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gom Jabbar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
I do.
Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
Okay, we're off to Arrakis to find the Fremen. Fremen have shot down our ship.
You're wrong. It's just an off-world. No, not the Al-Shaheed Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
drag this out of the wreckage into this cave. Okay, we're in control. Let's follow the path. Lots of, I guess, corpses around. There's the bat. And there in the sun is a frem kit. Okay, so crafting. The crafting menu allows to craft useful items from components you find in the world. Craft a scrap metal knife to cut through the membrane blocking your path. So B, the crafting menu. Can only do one thing at the moment. Scrap metal knife that requires 3 salvaged metal, which we got from the frem kit. Craft. There we go. Right, that automatically goes into the first available slot. You can see down in the bottom right hand corner, that's button 1. So we'll press 1. Cut through the moisture seal, which got us some micro sandwich fabric. That'll come in handy later on. Right, we are dehydrated. You can see on the bottom left hand side, the bar that goes up and down is your hydration meter. That is very important in this game. And these plants here have got moisture on them or in them, so we can replenish our hydration by drinking dew from the dew flowers. So hold E, and you can see our water level going up. From these flowers, it'll only go up to that first marker. That's the minimum or maximum you can get off of those flowers, but you can use other means to hydrate further. Right, we've got another moisture guard here, so get some more micro sandwich fabric. Right, now if we slide down here, craft heal kits. Harvest plant fiber and craft a heal kit to restore your health. So we're going to harvest this plant fiber here. Is there any more? Nope. Okay, and then you can see our health is now flashing that red bar down in the bottom right. There we go, heal kit. Let's craft, so we can craft 1, craft a certain amount, or craft all based on what we've got. So we've got 25 plant fibre, they're 5 each, so we can craft 5. So let's do that. It's queued up the other 4. There it goes. Right, and then button 2. And we can apply a bandage, which then slowly goes up. You can see the sort of white area that's slowly filling up. And we can use another one. Okay, we can carry on. Right, climbing terrain and structures can help you to explore new areas or reach a vantage point. Climbing will drain your stamina, which is the green bar. Run up, hold space and forward to attach. There we go, and it does say left control to release. That's useful. We're climbing up using our stamina. We'll now take another bandage while we're up here so we can fill up that bit more. Harvest that plant. Climb up a bit more. Get more plants, grab all them, climb. So, similar to Conan Exiles, you can basically climb on any wall as long as you've got stamina. Alright, in here, more plants. Another moisture trap. And we're outside.
Now you will know a thing that few but the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered. Let us speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky, a rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, Offworlder.
How did we come to crash?
A portable rocket, I surmise, based on the damage.
Why attack a prison ship?
No doubt the work of some desperate and dangerous outlaw. One with a burning hatred for the Emperor and all he represents. But the time for talk is over. The Mother Storm is upon us and the Sardaukar perimeter is nearly complete.
Tell me what to do.
We're gonna need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above.
So here we've got a standard option. How do we get one down? Or we've got the trooper option. Standard Sardaukar tactics, contain and observe. We will need to lure them down.
Well, you aren't completely new to this, I see. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me.
Enter the ship, find the captain, activate the transmitter. Anything else?
Yeah. Take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us.
Goodbye. Okay, so we're going to work our way down to the crash ship. It's warning us that we're out in the sun, so we're going to get sunstroke. There's the sunstroke meter appearing in the middle of the screen. If that bar goes up to the top, you'll go red and you'll be burning through your hydration. And hydration is very important in Arrakis. So we have to kind of stay to the shadows. If we see it's that shadows, that shouldn't get too bad. So if we go in under here, the meter then goes down. Back out in the sun, it'll go back up again. Let's take another hydration from there. Again, it only goes up to the first marker. You can holster or unholster your equipped item, hold a weapon, lowers your movement speed but keeps you ready for danger. So G takes out the weapon, G puts it back in again.
The guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And Offworlder, be careful.
So it says to search the prisoners, and as you can see, they're in the picture on the right. That is this person that is right in front of us, and lo and behold, he's got a power pack and a cut array. So hold E to take him. So now, there we go, there's the power going up in the bottom left. So we've got the red bar, which is, it's not there at the moment, but the red bar is health, the green bar is stamina, and then that lightning bolt is the power that you've got for your electric devices, and then the hydration meter goes up the way. Right, so cut array. Equip
The
there.
cut array is primarily a mining tool, Offworlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit.
Okay, so it's basically our mining tool, and it says analysis mode with the right mouse button. And when we do that, it highlights this area, and if we cut, that speeds up the... You could just go zap. Where's my... There we go, there it is. So you could just zap it, but it's quicker if you scan it and then cut along the highlighted line. There we go, we're in.
The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through.
Can't get through.
See if there's another way forward.
You can just see the captain, and he's slumped in his chair at the far end. So we can't go either of those ways, so we have to go this way. We can't get past here. Again, cut array to analyse the door. Cut the hinges. I do like that you cut hinges of doors and it knocks a door off. Oh. We have trouble.
Ready your weapon, off-worlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
Block with right click, slash with left click. There we go. Down, and then we can loot them. Doors open. Right, time your block just as the enemy attacks to land a parry. A successful parry will stagger the attacker.
Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
Come on. There we go. Done it. Oh, we've got to do it 3 times, do we? Missed again. Come on. Attack me. There we go. Again. Missed again. Got to get my timing right. There we go. And he's down. You got anything? Just, right, let me heal up. So, 2 to bandage. Right, so that's gone green. Nothing in here. It's dark. Yeah, so nothing in here. So we'll go through this way. Right, electricity on the floor. So left alt and direction to dash to break out of a staggered state. So let's see. Left alt. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm standing in it. Come on, get out of there. Right, there we go. Out of stamina. Let's get my stamina back. Well, let's try that again. There we go. We'll stagger through. Water discipline. Having your hydration level above 1/3 will give you a bonus to your maximum stamina, which is further increased above 2/3. When your hydration is empty, you will become dehydrated. You will start to lose health until you hydrate again. And these are water stations. So we can, if you look at the water meter at the moment, it's just below 1/3. We can drink from here. We've got 116 ml of water out of there. The meter has now went down to 0. And then we can drink out of that one. Another 121. And now you can see there's like a double green bar on the stamina. Drink out of that one. So, didn't go all the way up. But it's not bad. Right, we follow the path through. Nothing on these guys. Right, let's check the cutter ray. Right, we can't cut that door open. I think that's actually this door swung open, but there is a guy down there. Hold left key for the slow blade attack. Shielded enemies take almost 0 damage from attacks, but a slow blade attack can penetrate their shield. Straight out the books in the movie. Staggered enemies are more vulnerable to slow blade attacks. Hold to slow blade attack a staggered enemy. Okay. Right, so we want to try and stagger them.
Can force your enemy
with a parry.
But only
like that, and then hold the button down to go through their shield. I'm not fast enough with a parry. There we go. Hold it down. And he's down. Or she's down.
Access granted.
Right, got more of that. Let's go through. Up the steps.
That's the pentashield key.
There's the key.
Once you equip it, you can pass through the shield.
Okay.
Get to the captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there soon.
Okay, so grab that. So it's like a wristband, and now we have the wristband, we can go through these shields. We'll encounter that quite a lot in the game. Right, there's the captain. Activate transmitter. We've called in the Omnithopters. be the leader.
I hear I'm a wanted man.
Oi! Utland scum! I man tukta lasto breg ada hung unvalo arsund. De dia abada.
I know. That's why I brought you here.
Stitch.
The Thopter will have the codes to get us through the barrier. Ever fly an Ornithopter? It's simple enough. But my leg is bad and I won't be able to work the pedals. Get ready. They'll be on us as soon as we break through. There's too many! Turn us into the storm! They won't follow. Hang on! We're going down!
Okay, we're now finished that intro section, which is in the single player mode, and we're now loading in to the actual servers.
Get up, off-world.
Okay,
I couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run.
we're now on the servers.
Time is coming.
We're on
Run.
online,
No.
but we have to run before something comes. Let's just run over here. Off the sand. There we have one of the small worms, as it turns out, eating our crash Omnithopter. Right, so now we're on this sort of rocky outcrops. We're now safe. So that's where I'm going to call this one. That is basically the introduction section. We've got a lot of tutorials still left to do, but that's the basic introduction, giving you the very basics of the game. So I'm going to call it here. So we'll be back very shortly with the next part of the game. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you once again to Funcom for allowing me access to this. Remember, this is still beta footage. This is not the finished game yet. This is early preview of the beta. But thank you to Funcom for allowing me access to it. Thanks for you guys for watching. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you back very shortly with the next episode. Bye now.